Do you ever get this quiet fear, late at night, when everything is still, that maybe, just maybe, you're working hard every single day and still heading toward a future where you can't afford to stop? Because here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't fail to retire because they're lazy. They fail because they believe the wrong things for too long. And today, I'm going to show you the 3 lies that are silently stealing your retirement, the same lies that keep millions of people stuck working into their 60s, 70s, sometimes until the very end. And the worst part, these lies sound smart, they sound safe, they sound like the right thing to do, but they're not, they're traps. Let's start with the first one. The first lie is this: I'll start saving when I earn more. It sounds reasonable, right? You tell yourself, right now things are tight. When my salary increases, when I get that promotion, when life becomes easier, then I'll start investing seriously. But here's what actually happens. Life never gets cheaper. When your income goes up, your expenses quietly rise with it. A better phone, a nicer car, more eating out, maybe a bigger house. Suddenly, that future extra money you were waiting for disappears, and years go by, not months, years. And one day you wake up and realize you didn't just delay saving, you delayed time. And time is the one thing money cannot buy back. Let me put it in simple terms. If you invest a small amount early, even something modest, it has time to grow, multiply, and compound. But if you wait, even if you invest more later, you've lost the most powerful force in wealth building: time. Imagine 2 people. One starts investing at 25, even with a small amount. The other waits until 35, but invests double. You'd think the second person wins, right? Wrong. The first person often ends up with more money simply because they gave their money more time to grow. That's how brutal this lie is. It doesn't just delay your progress. It destroys your future quietly. And the scariest part, you won't feel it happening because it feels responsible to wait. It feels logical, but it's costing you years of freedom. And retirement isn't about money, it's about time. Time to live how you want, time to wake up without an alarm, time to choose your life instead of being forced into it. Every year you delay, you're not just losing money, you're losing options. Now let's talk about the second lie. I'll rely on my job to take care of me. This one is deeply rooted. You work hard, you stay loyal, you believe that if you just keep showing up, your job will eventually reward you with security. But let's be honest, jobs are not designed to make you financially free. They're designed to keep you productive. Even high-paying jobs, even stable careers, they rarely lead to true financial independence on their own, because your income is limited by your time. You work, you get paid. You stop working, the money stops. That's not freedom, that's dependency. And the harsh reality is companies don't owe you a comfortable retirement. They don't owe you long-term security. Markets change, industries collapse, downsizing happens. One decision from someone sitting in a boardroom can completely change your life overnight. Think about how many people thought their job was safe until it wasn't. And suddenly, at 45 or 50, they're starting over. That's not a rare story anymore. That's normal. If your entire financial plan depends on your job, then you don't have a plan. You have a hope, and hope is not a strategy. Real financial security comes from owning assets, things that make money whether you're working or not, investments, businesses, income streams, because retirement is not about stopping work, it's about removing the pressure to work. And that only happens when your money starts working harder than you do. Now let's go deeper into the third lie. And this one might hit the hardest. I still have time. This is the most dangerous lie of all, because it feels true. You tell yourself, I'm still young, or I'll figure it out later, or I'll get serious next year. But time doesn't move slowly, it moves quietly. And before you realize it, 5 years have passed, then 10, and suddenly retirement is no longer a distant idea. It's approaching fast, and you're not ready. Here's what people don't understand. Building wealth is not something you can rush at the end. It's not something you can fix in the last 5 or 10 years. It's a long game, a game of consistency, patience, and discipline. Missing the early years doesn't just delay the outcome. It makes the entire journey harder, because now you have to save more, invest more aggressively, take more risks, just to catch up. And most people don't. They settle. They adjust their dreams. They tell themselves, maybe I don't need that much. But deep down, they know the truth. They didn't run out of time. They wasted it. And that's a painful realization. But here's the good news. You're still here. You're still listening, which means you still have a chance to change the story. Because once you see these lies for what they are, they lose their power. You don't need a perfect income to start. You need a decision. You don't need to rely on a job. You need to build something beyond it. And you don't need more time. You need to use the time you have wisely. Start small if you have to. Invest something, even if it feels insignificant. Learn about money, not just how to earn it, but how to grow it. Pay attention to where your money is going, because every rupee you waste today is a piece of your freedom you're giving away tomorrow. Think differently. Most people chase a higher salary, but wealthy people chase ownership, ownership of assets, ownership of income streams, ownership of their time. That's the shift, because retirement isn't about reaching a certain age. It's about reaching a point where your life is no longer controlled by money, where you work because you want to, not because you have to. And that future, it's not built in one big moment. It's built in small decisions, repeated daily. The decision to save instead of spend. The decision to invest instead of delay. The decision to think long term in a world obsessed with short-term comfort. And I'll leave you with this. One day, whether you prepare or not, the moment will come when you can no longer rely on your active income. The question is, when that day arrives, will you have built something strong enough to carry you, or will you wish you had started sooner? Because the truth is simple. Retirement is not an age, it's a result. And the life you'll live later is being decided right now by the choices you're making today. So don't wait for more money. Don't depend on a system that was never designed to free you. And don't lie to yourself about time. Start now, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's small, because the sooner you break these lies, the sooner you take control. And once you take control, everything changes.